Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome back to another World of Tanks replay with your host, GreatTaz. Now let's get this show on the road in 3, 2, 1, roll out. Hello everyone, GreatTaz here once again with another World of Tanks replay. And today, of course, your gracious host is myself, GreatTaz, as I just said. And today we're going to be watching myself play the Foch 155. And this is on Oyster Bay. Now, this is a 1.20 match, to give you an idea. I am playing the 155. I was playing a few tier 10s here or there. I'm still trying to get the field modifications for all my tanks. I have like one tank at tier 10 that is fully modded out, and that would happen to be the 183. So I love the 183. It's a big gun. You can get big experience and all that. So that's the one I got through the first. Now, the funny thing you'll see here in a minute is I can't even target any of those guys over there because of, line of sight, for not just for stuff right here in front of me, but stuff way off in the side. As you can see, I can't even target the 183. I can't target the 62A. I couldn't target the pad chat, and this spot is actually a decent spot. But if you watch this here in a minute, you're going to see some stupid shit that honestly I don't think should ever have happened, because I've been over on that and I've tried to do exactly what happened. So I don't know what people are talking about, so I'm not worried about what people are talking about in chat. I'm kind of more worried about this. Right now, as you can see, we're up by hit points. It's showing that 2 tanks per side are dead. But oh no, that's not tanks. That's just hit points. A hit point bar. I got confused there for a minute. It don't take much some days. So as you can see there, the Super Conqueror does fire, and I'm trying to get around the corner. It takes me a little bit longer than I would like, but I do get a good shot into the undercarriage of the Super Conqueror. Now, the thing about the lower glaciers about the Super Conqueror, now here's what I'm talking about. Now watch this. The 183 destroys the E4, and then the Jagdtiger gets shot by one of the other tanks over there. I went over, and I've tried to fire over at those, and I could not get a line of sight from where I was at. So for them to have a line of sight right to where that E4 is, I kind of question, just for the simple fact of where, how. And I come over here and I get in front where the E4 is. All right, and then I zoom in, and that would have to be literally the only spot they would be able to shoot from. So I do launch a free round over there. But as you can see, the Jagdtiger and the whatever that heavy was, the 60 TP decided to go ahead and push on forward through and ended up dead. I am backing up, and I already decided to reload right as the 60 TP decided to go pop. Now, again, we're down on hit points and down on tanks right now, but that's not a majorly big deal. I'm still questioning how the 183 and the other tank could shoot from that ridge hill over there and actually hit where they hit. And I don't actually think that you can shoot from E2 and hit that 277 or where the Object 140 is right now. Now, as you can see, the Object 140, he's been spotted, and he's in that spot where the other 2 tanks had already died. He's not even paying attention to what's going on. You gotta pay attention to your other dead tanks, pay attention to stuff. That's why I really sit here and say that you got to basically keep your setup so that you always have the markers even after tanks are dead. Now this is going to be an interesting shot. This is the first time I've ever done this. So I'm sitting here trying to get to the 704. I'm trying to get a good shot on the 704. Start to zoom. That hit him under the hatch on the right side of the tank. Now, when I say the right side of the tank in the front, when I mean the right side of the tank, I mean directly, like if you were looking at the front of my tank, that would be the left side. So it'd be under the commander hatch on the right side of the tank in the front. I never knew that that's where the 704 ammo rack was. And honestly, I after battle, I messaged this guy and I said, I'm sorry for the ammo rack. I didn't know that that was an ammo rack point at whatsoever, and I didn't. And then I went and played the 704 like a couple days after this battle, and I got ammo racked 3 freaking times, and it was like crazy. It was stupid crazy the amount of times I got ammo racked, and it was just like everything was on an ammo rack kick because there was a Type 4 that got ammo racked in one of the battles, and all that day of battles, I seen more ammo racks in that day than I have seen in the past month. And literally, I had 10 to 15 different ones. As you can see here, I'm still trying to shoot across the water. I have no shots on the stirve there. I am trying to line one up by feathering. Just slowly moving around a little bit here and a little bit there. I did not get any lineups, so I figured I'm going to forget that. Now the M4Y here, he's deciding to go ahead and cross. And my biggest issue with this crossing, as you can see here, he's going to put himself into position. Now, as you can see, I can get here. Now I do realize at this point that that's where, you know, they could actually spot from and shoot from. But, of course, both of my shots dip low at the last second, which really sucks because the first one would have definitely hit the 62A in the side, which would have been a damaging shot. So right now, thanks to the 1600 damage from the ammo rack in the 704, I'm sitting at 2451, which is pretty good. I am still reloading this thing. I still say this thing needs to have its inner clip reload lowered by like maybe a second, and then its overall clip reload lowered by like 3 seconds. It needs to. It was replaced by the Foch B, which is a fast firing, more accurate, better penning ammo, and yeah, it's got power crept, and it was even power crept by the Foch B. So, yeah, and what the Foch, the Foch, the Tier 9, the Foch B, and the Foch 155 all have in common is they are literally the same haul of tanks with different guns. The Foch is a 90mm gun, the Foch B is a 120, and then this is a 155mm. As you can see here, we're gonna take some shots at the E75 coming around the outside. All right, he is gonna get a shot in. I'm trying to get aim in, get a shot, see where I can get a hit on him. And as you can see, the long inner clip reload that this has, it's really long. So, and it only has 3 rounds, which I'm fine with. A 155mm cannon shouldn't have a 5-round or a 6-round clip, but it still could have like a little bit less on the inner clip reload and the overall reload. As you can see here, I check out the map and I realize that our Grill 15 is all by himself versus an STRV 103B, an FV215B 183, a CC 1 Mark II, and the 62A. Okay, I don't know where the 62A went the last time he was spotted. He was spotted all the way over B5. But I am taking it that he is more than likely rolling with those 3 TDs to act partially as a spotter. So I'm going back to help the Foch or the Grill 15 because he alone cannot take those 3 out. With my fire support between that, him, and me, we should be able to take out a couple and either stop them from capping. So that was my plan in this situation right here. Go back and help the Grill. As you can see, the Grill runs on up in here. He gets up in the bushes. He does spot the CC1 Mark II. He does get a shot in the CC. There's something already in the cap, so I know I'm going to come around here and try to get a shot. And as you can see, even though half of the circle was outside that freaking, over half the circle was outside that rock, I still hit it. So RNG was not being fair with me. Alright, 2 rounds in the clip. I'm not sure whether I want to go ahead and reload. I get spotted. So I think the THN here, the VZ51 does too. As you can see, someone fires at me and misses. I'm going to follow the VZ1 down the same path that he took. If he's already taken it, it should be somewhat good for me to take, and it does pan out to be that way. So the VZ51 is going here. He's going to go ahead, and the grill is going to still do some support fire from long range. And as you can see, it's the 103B and the 183. The VZ does get a shot in, does reset the counter or the cap twice. So I figure I'm going to go around the backside. If I go around the backside, this gives me a chance to possibly sneak up. And fortunately, I only have 2 rounds loaded, and I should have, as soon as I started to move, reload my clip so that I would have 3 rounds. But that's alright. So I come around the corner here, and I notice the 183. I peek. 183 is not paying attention. Shoot him in the tracks. He does repair. As you can see, here's that long interclip reload. He almost had enough time to turn around and take a shot at me after repairing his clip. That's why I said, even if it was a half a second, it would still make this tank a little more formidable. Even if it's doing up to 850, 900 points of damage in a shot. So with the kill of the 183 there, as you can see, puts me up to 4,446. Now, the CC is still unspotted until right there. I do spot him. I'm backing up quickly because I have no clue if he spotted me or not. I'm still reloading, and I'm paying attention to the minimap where he went. He disappeared on the corner. So I know if he didn't spot me before, so I can go back around to this corner and try to spot him. Once I know I have my 3 rounds loaded, that is the point in time when I decide now is the time to come around the corner. I spot him again. He doesn't realize that I spot him. He thinks someone else did. I go for the tracking shot first because that's what I need. Go for another tracking shot. I don't get it because someone else hits him in the process, causing him to actually end up being destroyed. I think it was the VZ actually hit him too. There the VZ says thanks. So I turn around and I start to reload again so that I have a full clip going forward. Now this is where it gets a little tricky and crazy. There's a bat chat 25. 3 of my teammates are leaving me alone by myself. As you can see here, they're asking how the E3 ended up getting killed by 2 tanks. He's saying the T-54 left him to die and stuff. So if you've been watching the chat, people are talking a little bit here about what's going on in battle and everything. So as you can see, the VZ says go ahead and chop. And of course, 2 versus 1, I guess, especially if it's a bat chat and a T-62A. What makes that really hard is the simple fact of getting back around. Now I stop here. The reason I stop here is just in case those 2 get the crazy idea, knowing that we're all over there and possibly knowing we're coming that way, to come all the way around the backside to try to cap us out. Not a smart move, but overall, we don't know. Right now, we know the 62A is mostly full life, and the bat chat we could one-shot. So we would need 3 rounds minimum to take out the 2 tanks, just seeing here. Once I see the other guys move up to that corner and the 62A gets spotted, I start pushing forward. There's the bat chat. I go ahead, he's getting spotted. I try to take a shot. Of course, RNG does its normal when it comes to me playing this tank and puts my round into Timbuktu. Here, I'm just trying to get a few shots up and hope that maybe I hit the 62A. Of course, as you can see, there's the RNG shooting the rounds everywhere. So, I haven't got this tank fully field modded. I have been looking at field mods and watched someone else field mod their Foch, the tier 9. And I think I'm probably going to go the way they field modded that one, because of the simple fact this has a huge bloom. So I'm not sure what equipment I'm actually carrying on this Foch, but I think an equipment change is going to be coming too. And as you can see there, I tell the grill he needs to go ahead and push also. When I went to go start to type at and I noticed that he was way back all the way in D8 and not pushing. So there you have it. Right there. Overall, that would be a victory. And yeah. So victory, that is definitely for sure. And now it's time to go on over to wattrecords.com to see how we did. Or, in this case, how I did. Alright everyone, here we are on wattrecords.com. I like to upload my stuff to wattrecord.com because their performance layout stuff I think is a little bit better fine-tuned than Watt Replays. Both of them have advantages to what they are. First off, what we're going to do here, right here, is we're going to look at page 1. This was a first-class badge. That first-class badge came from 1066. Going to be pushing 1200 to hit the ace. Again, most North American tanks do require about 1200. If you really want to know what the ace requirement of a tank is, or what the marketing requirements for an ace of, if you go to Skills LT for you website, he does, I can put a link down in the description, he does have a list for all tier 6s and above. All right, I wish he would do some a little bit with like some tier 5s. Wish he would start with some of the lower tiers, start putting in some of the lower tiers, especially the ones that get modifications, field mods. I know not all of them can be marked, so there wouldn't be a mark of excellence for them, but anyways, so I'm saying about 1200 is going to be getting the Foch 155 ace. All right, I did get a demolition export, and that was for hitting the 704 and destroying it with an ammo rack. It doesn't say there right there. It used to say when you hit this, it used to tell you what criticals it was. So how it was destroyed. Yes, it was destroyed by a shot, but they changed it by a shot, fire, ramming, drowning, pushing an enemy vehicle off an obstacle, or overturning. So we got fire for effect. Again, one of the easiest things to do. All you have to do is get more damage in the hit points of your vehicle, and then we also got bruiser, which is damaging enemy modules or vehicles and crew members at least 5 times in battles, which, I mean, we got a total of 6 crits, so that constant got 7 bonds, 57,000 credits, 12,000 experience. Now that's all going to field mods, as I said earlier. Let's go ahead. As you can see here, right down here, we got 996, just under 1,000 in assistance, and we got 5,565 overall. So this overall right now is probably my leading damage assist combination in probably 3-4 years. I've not really gotten really good, and as you can see, my hit ratio is 9 out of 16, which is 56%. Some people like to play the Foch line as a very frontline brawling TD. So as you can see here, I'm first in damage and I am second in overall experience. I didn't get high caliber. I needed probably another 1,000 more to get that. All right, as you can see here, I fired 16 shots, 9 direct hits, 7 of them did pen, so I had 2 bounces, 5.5 damage, only 697 was from 300 meters. I did receive 2, they both penetrated, 5 damage, 3 destroyed, almost 1,000 in spotting. I did travel quite a bit, so out of that 57, I spent 11 and 25, so basically I spent about 36, 37-ish, and I only came out with 20k. Did get 7 bonds, earned 1.5k. It was for missions or something. I got 10.39. They're only 80 for being a premium vehicle. And so there's that 1273. Overall, I did enjoy the battle. I think I played very tactically. I paid attention to the minimap quite a bit. But overall, I enjoyed this battle, and I hope you did too. And if you did, there's 2 ways to let me know. Number 1, scroll down below the video here, and there's a like button. I hope you do, because it really does help out the channel. Any interaction helps out the channel. Now, the second way is if you go down into the description, there will be a link to this page page right here. You might have to log in. There's a login spot right up here. There will be a thumbs up and a thumbs down right here next to this edit button. This edit button will not be here for you. You will be able to thumbs up, thumbs down. Now, if you want to comment, think anything I missed or a concern or just to say hello, which I hope that you do, you also, while you're scrolling down below to click that like, you can comment down there, or when you're on this page and logged in, you can comment right down here. And I hope you do comment. It does help. Interaction in the channel is outstandingly helpful. If you're not subscribed and you want to keep up to date with all my World of Tanks stuff that I do here, plus my Minecraft and anything else that I put up on this channel, make sure that you click that subscription button while down below. And if you want, like I said, notifications for everything that I put up on here and it's not your forte, make sure that you click the notification bell and change it personalized to all to get notifications of all videos I upload on this channel. But with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am on out of here. I have rambled enough. I will see you soon, and maybe I will see you on the battlefield.